So I'm here with another, I guess, solo dolo video, as I call them. And this one's gonna be about boots. And it's not story time, it's just gonna be like my journey searching for the perfect fall/winter boots. Okay, so pretty much this trip started last winter when I needed some boots. So I used to live in Boston, so I needed some boots I could kill. And so I got some from Victoria's Secret's website. They were knee-high, they were flat, and they were perfect. I wore them so much, I beat them up so much, I couldn't travel with them when I moved to the South. So I just chucked them because they were dead, like I killed them. So pretty much I came back and I was trying to look for boots that would be comfy because it doesn't get too cold here, but still I wanted something cute. And so people have been talking about ASOS, so I was doing some research online. I stumbled on this video Samantha Maria did, and you know I love her. So Samantha had these boots from ASOS. They were just flat and they were, I think, knee-highs, and they were gorgeous. And ASOS, I think for my first order, that was my first time ordering from them, period, they give you 10% off your first purchase from them. So I got the discount, I was excited, I was pumped, the boots came, ripped them open, I was so excited. Put my feet into them, everything was good. Started to pull them up, came across a problem. So I have what you would call white calves. We call them big yams back home. So I have huge yams. And that just means my calves are huge. So I used to ride around a lot back in the day. I don't know if any Nigerians are watching, but we have, like, when I moved to my estate, Magodo, there were very few houses in our zone, in our area. So we had a lot of land. And so the boys and I, like, I was one of the only girls, we would just hop on our bikes, and it was like 6 of us, our neighbors' kids and my brother and I, and we would just ride for hours. So from there, I graduated into skating. From there, running, played soccer. So everything I've done so far just equals building muscle in my legs. And I wear heels, and my mom's like, you look like a man, your legs are so muscular, but whatever. So it's really hard for me to find boots that go up my calves because it's just really hard unless they're stretchy or maybe like lace on in the back of the calves. I can't really get into them. So the ASOS was a fail. So pretty much I mean, it had been a few months. I thought, you know, I'll do more research this time around. Let me try ASOS again. So I did. Needless to say, bad idea. Like, the package came, I think it promised 4-day shipping. I think I got it in maybe day 5, late at day 5, which is fine. It's 1 extra day, whatever. However, everything in the bag, so it came in a plastic bag, like plastic bag. Boxes of shoes come in a plastic bag all the way from the UK. So of course the bag, it had been like knocked around, and the way it's done, it's cute. It's supposed to have like a little handle, so really anybody with a hand can just dip into the bag and look at it because it was open. But the bag came and it was a little plastic bag. I ripped it open, excited. I got 2 pairs, figuring I'd return one and keep one. But I mean, I got such good deals. I don't remember what it was about 3 weeks ago, but such good deals that pretty much got 2 for the price of 1. It was really like a steal. So I was like, there's no way I'll return these. They're like, for that price, I'll keep both. The boxes were flattened, like the cover was flattened and like ripped apart, like it did not survive the journey. The shoes were just like barely in the box, and it was just, it looked wonky. Everything just looked like messy. I was just like, really? And I actually had been chatting the ASOS Twitter group. I tweeted and said, you know, ASOS, you promised free quick shipping, and it's been a while, I still haven't gotten my package. And their customer service responded to me saying, hey, you know, what's your tracking number? We'll track it down for you. That was nice of them. But then when I got the crappy package the next day, I wrote them to say, hey, don't worry, the package came. However, what is this? But pretty much it was like just a mess. So I tried the boots on. I could not get them off my calves. Like, I finally yanked, I think, one up all the way. I don't know. I tried them on in front of Brandon and he was like, none. And we had to go somewhere. He was like, no, none. You might have to return those. Like, they were bad. I could not, like, maybe I could finally yank them up, but that meant I couldn't wear any leggings or anything under. And like in the winter, the whole point of wearing boots is you should be able to wear some socks or something to keep you warm, or like at least leggings or something. No, I would have had to just go like with a skirt or something, which defeats the purpose. Anyway, long story short, returned that. And then I went to Aldo, which as you've seen already, Brandon went with me, and we found a pair of, I think they were knee-high boots, or maybe a little bit over the knee, and they were brown and they were gorgeous. I love them. They had heels, however, and they was like chunky heels, which are fairly stable, but I just wanted flats because I wanted something I could wear to work and walk around in. My knees act up if I'm in heels for too long. So I was just like, these are great, but they're not practical. I need just everyday boots. Don't even have to think about them. They go with everything. So I didn't buy them. They were $198, I think, and I was just like, out of my budget. I'm talking the two ASOS boots came to maybe $150 or $130 together. I was not about to spend $100, like that's $200 pretty much. I just didn't have it at the time. My ASOS money hadn't come back in. I was just like, no, let me just not get boots. Let me think it through. Plus, they're not gonna be practical. So kept looking. And then last week I went to Macys website. Actually, on election day, Macys had a sale. It was kind of like one of those, well, you have nothing else to do but wait for the votes to be counted sales. I don't know what they called it, maybe just election day sale. But it gave some kind of discount, and then I had a Macys Star Pass, which also gave me some percentages off or whatever. So pretty much I got like deal on deal, and added a coupon and somehow used my Plenty card as well. Got another $3 off. Just knocked out just deals. I got really lucky. I did it. So I find that with Macys and Victoria's Secret, don't buy it online, just call them, because the ladies on the phone are so desperate for that sale. They'll hook you up. If they like you well enough, if you sound nice and you're nice to them, they'll give you a deal that's not even advertised. They'll just like, you know what I can do? I can change the price here. Like, they know their stuff. I'm telling you, no lie. Victoria's Secret, all the time, I get an extra deal that or expedited shipping just because they like my voice and they were nice and they were bored. I don't know. So yeah. I pretty much, you know, made the call. I did it over the phone, and everything was great until the next day. So I found, I guess I should backtrack. I found a pair of boots. I found a couple of pairs of boots on the Macys website that I thought would be possible contenders, and I figured I'd get 3. There's a Macys by my job, and I'd return 2 that I didn't like. And everything was great. I placed the order on the phone. The lady was really sweet. I made sure she got my addresses right and my phone number. Everything was good. And then I looked at my shipping, you know, confirmation for the next day saying, you know, one of my items was on its way, and I was like, oh, this is great. It's so quick. It's gonna get to me in 2 days. That's amazing. Yeah, she put the wrong address. She had my like previous address for some reason, so obviously I don't live there anymore. Granted, it was only like 10 minutes away from my new place, but I don't know if the new person is gonna take it in, if they get there before me, if they're gonna sign for it, if they're gonna reject it. So I just didn't want to take chances. Mind you, the boots I found, I wanted size 9s because that's what size I wear. They were like sold out, I think, in the color I wanted, so I had to get them in a color I did not want. And then I got I just got 2 other boots because they were cheap. So I was just like, okay, now what do I do? And I was at work when I discovered this, so I had to make a call to Macys. They were like, ah, crap, okay, so we have to process a refund because pretty much it was coming from the vendor, so they couldn't stop it. But at the time, she wasn't sure if she could stop it, so she said, we'll place a note in the system that, you know, when the first item ships or is delivered, your refund will process, and then it'll be applied towards the new purchase, which will just do a whole new order of the same stuff. So it was like a duplicate order just in case. Great, everything's great. We do a duplicate order, but while I'm talking to her, I'm looking on the phone to tell her the item number that I wanted, and I noticed that the size that was sold out, the color I wanted that was sold out the day before, suddenly had an 8.5 online. And I was like, can we change some things around with this order? And she's like, yeah, I'll honor the price you got the boots for yesterday. So she honored the sale, even though it wasn't a sale day anymore. And somehow all of this, I was able to get the boots I wanted, but like a half size too small. And then I just got another one of the color I did not want. And then I got another pair of the Jessica Simpson ones I was gonna try anyway. And somehow my package just came to me. The ones that were sent to my correct address, I got those. However, I was also able to track down the ones that were not mine. that went to the wrong house. So I went to UPS, and luckily they were holding one of the packages because nobody was home, which is great. So I just signed for it, and they just needed my name, which is great. So I signed for it and took that one home. And then I went to my old house and I tried to see if they left the package outside, knowing it wasn't theirs. No luck. So I left a note on the door and left my phone number explaining the whole situation. And I think that evening I was in class and I got a phone call and she's like, yeah, I got your package. Funny story, I opened it. Okay, why would you open somebody else's package? She goes, well, it was my birthday last week, so I thought somebody sent me a gift. Do you know any Nigerians? Because my name is pretty darn hard to say. So, shouldn't you, like, for security reasons, what if somebody sent you a bomb? Like, don't open a package that's not yours. Simple. You took it into your apartment and opened it and probably tried on my shoes. And then, because I wrote the note, she goes, well, I taped it back. If we were the same size, she was gonna keep those. I just know it. I was just like, whatever. So she taped it back. She was really nice. I went to pick them up. And that was that. So then I called Macys and said, okay, hey, I actually found the other packages. How do I get it back to you? And she was like, I mean, we already reported them as stolen. She pretty much, without saying it, was like, you can keep them. But I don't want shoes that I didn't pay for. It's kind of weird. So I'm taking them all back to the store now that I have everything assembled and I have all the receipts and the pieces. But I just thought I'd tell you guys the whole story. Like, it's just a mess. But Macys was super nice with the whole process. And yeah, I finally found boots that fit my big ass calves. So, oops. But yeah, I found some boots that actually work, that I could wear leggings and still be able to wear fit into them. And the only difference is they have a little bit of a latch on the back, so I guess it gives a little bit more room for my calves to fit. So yeah, I'm just really glad I found those. And yeah, let me show you the shoes I bought, the ones that didn't work out and the ones that worked out. So these are the Jessica Simpson boots. I'll link them below. These are super cute on. Everything was great about them. There's a piece of cardboard, that's why it's flat, but everything was really just, this is stretchy leather as well. You see that? It's perfect. Because once I saw stretchy, I was like, yes. However, the lady at Aldo did tell me for big calves, you should get one maybe with the zipper all the way down, because it'll be easier to kind of shove your calves into them, not the ones with the zips on the side like this, because this does nothing to help you get in. But yeah, these are the Jessica Simpson ones and they are lovely. The only problem I had was there was a bit of bunching here when I wore them, and this was stretchy and everything, but I got thighs, so no. Like, they're lovely, but because they're leather, I wanted them to be like, to fit well, not just be rolling down or looking all like wrinkled and slouchy, kind of, I don't know, it's like sliding down my legs, my thighs. So they do come above your knees. They are like just a little bit above, so I guess you could call them thigh highs. They're perfect. They look so good on. They kind of like old school, but I cannot keep these just because they slide down my thighs. The second pair were massively discounted. I think they were $28. So like, why not? And I got them mainly because they stretch. So this whole back is stretchy, which is what anybody with my situation needs. See how they look? And they're just flat, they weigh nothing, they're just super light, and this is like suede in front. And they're perfect, they're great. But I tried them on after I recovered the package and I'd already fallen in love with another pair. And also they looked ugly on me, so no, they did not look good on me. So yeah, returning these. Ironically, the ones I am gonna keep, actually I decided to keep both. Same exact shoes, just different colors. So my size 9s came and I tried them on, and ooh, my feet were like swimming in them. My calves were fine, but my feet in the shoes were swimming in these boots. And I was like, but the comments had said they were true to size, but they were too big. For like a 9, my feet were just everywhere. So I'm actually returning my size and I'm actually keeping the 8.5s. So luckily I had an 8.5 for both colors, and I tried them on and I love them, and here they are. This is the cognac. I'm gonna link them below, but they're super cute, and like you see there's a little bit of heel, but it's really just nothing, and it doesn't weigh much. And this is what I meant when I said my collars fit, because maybe this latch helps, because it's not really adjustable. So there's only 2 latches, but I think it helps. It's not stretchy, but it gives it something. And it's got the zippers on the inside, but for this it works out. So the only thing I did different, I just sprayed them with leather. I guess it's like a leather protecting spray from Aldo. Just because I can see the front has a little bit of like a coloring thing, so it's just gonna get worse. But yeah, I love this cognac color. Okay, and lastly, this is the same 8.5, but this is in the camel color, and this actually looks really good if I carry, like, for example, my Louis, the Speedy, just because it has similar colors. But it looks really good. Maybe not with my hair color now, but I love, love, love it. Like, I tried it on and I was like, but it actually looks really good. The one I had fallen in love with at Aldo, I'll also link below, was tan colored, and I guess this made me feel like I got a little bit of something tan. But I just like this, and I think both colors can work at my job because my company is really conservative, so I think both colors are good. And I do this a lot. Usually if I find a pair of shoes I like, I get them maybe 2 colors if possible. So with these, I'm gonna be wearing them simultaneously, but obviously along the way, I know I'm gonna lean more towards one color than the other. Yeah, I'm taking everything else back to Macys tomorrow, and I'm going to confuse the heck out of a cashier. I don't know who I'm gonna get, but that person's gonna hate me because they're gonna be like, well, it's an online order. We already reported them stolen, but you're returning them and there's no tracking. Like, it's gonna be a mess. But I want to do the right thing and take them back to the store and only pay for the 2 I'm keeping. So hopefully I don't confuse whoever it is too much. But yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching. Bye.